Welcome to Takoyaki Party Mochi Cheese Edition. Yes, alright, because we're better than the old Takoyaki Party. I think we're better. I hope we're better. I'm your host, Osaka Joe. I'm joined by Just Julia. I think that's her name. Do you want that to be your name?
Sure. Yeah, we'll go for that. For now.
Hey, that doesn't. I want you to be confident about your name.
I am just Julia. And I am only just Julia. That's like my name for everything.
See, but like when you're just like, yeah, that's okay, it's cool. Like, man, like you don't really care what you're called, man. I don't like that.
I will be more definitive with my answers.
Where's? Okay, so what's your name?
My name's just Julia. Des.
Okay, that's.
No, that's.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a little bit better. So.
Gotcha.
So Julia is my new buddy. That will be helping me with the show. How would you describe yourself? As a fan, not like.
As a fan. I am an NMB fan. I am a Sainaoshi, but I like a lot of the girls. I think they all have their own appeal.
Liar.
Well, I do like the other ones. It's just, there's just one I like more.
You are disgusting. What is it? Tan Oshi.
Tanoshi.
The post disgusting, awkward comments on Twitter. And then you said you'd quit if Sayaka graduates.
I did say that.
So yeah, you're pretty disgusting and
What?
not very balanced.
I said I'd probably quit though. Probably is different from most definitely, And who knows when that'll happen, right?
No, you're terrible. But maybe doing the show will change your mind. You're gonna learn some new things that you didn't know existed. And you'll be like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Thank you, Joe, for helping me out.
Let's hope so. Otherwise,
okay.
I'm gonna have to quit.
Oh, uh-oh. Then the show will be over. Okay, so
After one episode.
Okay, so we're gonna experiment with I want to say it's like kind of a new format. I think back in the old format, when we didn't have mochi cheese, we had news, and then we had like a member of the week, and I think that was like what we left off on, right?
As far as I remember, that's what it was basically set up.
The new format is kind of like that. We're not going to have news necessarily. Like we'll talk about news as it's relevant, but we also want to like jump into like other topics and stuff that like might have no basis for them.
Like
if that makes any sense.
I mean, like no relation to like a particular news story, just sort of like a general thing that happened.
Yes, that is a very good way of putting it. Thanks, Julia.
The most vague explanation ever.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. We have 5 topics, I guess, prepared for this evening or morning or wherever you are. So let's talk about the first topic, which is the new single that is Must Be Now.
Insert clip from song here.
No, we're not gonna do that.
No, we're not. No, too bad. I thought it would be production value.
Like I want to, right? But if I do that stuff, then like YouTube will take it down.
Okay.
But like I do want to like try like adding like instrumentals of like NMB music to like our intro and outro instead of that like free music that I downloaded somewhere off of YouTube.
Oh, okay. Like
so we could do
like that 8-bit, like video game music.
Yeah. No, like I have to get like Creative Commons license. Like I was like, yo, if this thing ever gets cool, then like at least no one will come after us. But like it never got cool, so let's see what happens if I use like instrumentals or NMB instrumentals or something.
See if they notice.
Yeah. So back to Must Be Now. It's a new single.
Mm-hmm.
It is very controversial for many reasons. First and foremost is there's only 9 people.
Oh, 9. Yeah. That is quite.
What do you mean? Oh, you knew that already.
I know, but I was doing it for dramatic effect. Come on.
That was the worst dramatic. Oh, there's 9 people. Oh,
Oh.
there's no drama in there.
I'll do better next
Oh,
time.
oh my gosh. Okay, so there's 9 people in it, which is different from like the normal 16, which we had before the shuffle, and then after that we had something like 20 or
Yeah,
24
yeah. I
for
don't
each
remember
ones.
how many there were in Durian Shonen.
A lot.
Yeah, too
I want
many.
to say 20 or 22.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So there's that. There's 9 people. There's the selection of the 9 people, which were very contrary to many people's expectations.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Kishino Rika and Kinoshita Haruna returned to Senbatsu.
Yep. I think
Uh,
Haruna was in last one she was in was like Virginity, and then Kinoshita Rika was in Kitagawa
you,
Kenji. I think that was the
I like
last
how you
one.
said her name wrong, but that's okay.
Oh shit. What is it? God damn it! No, I don't. I'm all nervous and I can't remember her name. Okay.
Okay, so her name is Kishino Rika. Yeah.
Kishino. Kishino Rika.
And who else is there? There's my
Ishida
girl.
Yumi, right? Oh
There's
shit.
my girl. There's my girl Nishimura Aika.
Right.
She did not make Durian Shonen,
Hmm.
and now she's here. There's Ishida Yumi, her first Senbatsu. She's not exactly the most popular member. She's in there. And then who else? We have Uka, Milky, Sayaka,
Uma-chan.
Ume-chan. Okay, so
Yeah.
there's the selection was based on their dance ability. What do you think
I think
about the members, the amount of members and the members they selected, and how do you view the context of NMB's future with this song?
okay. Well, I like that there are 9 people. I know that's like some people are really butthurt because their girl didn't make it in because there's only 9 spots, and compared to like 20, it seems like there's a lot of people who get cut out, even like the popular members. But I think it's good because in terms of like the future and like expansion for the people who might listen to the music or like watch them perform on like Music Station or Utage, which ended recently. But like because there's like 9 people, it's like kind of you don't get that overwhelming feeling, where there's like just a giant crowd on stage. And if there's like
Yeah,
one girl
but
you like, it's easier to like pick her out from the crowd of 9 rather than from a crowd of 22.
yeah, but here's the thing, right? Like, there's a lot of girls that are participating in the handshake events, right? And with
Mm-hmm.
only 9 people, and like a lot of people aren't, or I'd probably say like half the senbatsu is not like really popular, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you go and you get like a handshake ticket. It's kind of awkward when like you meet them and you're like, hey, oh yeah, that's single, you didn't make it. Good luck on the next one, you know?
But there's like the B sides, right?
Yeah, but it's not the same. So like when like you say oh people are buttered because their girl's not in there, but like that's
Yeah.
also like, handshakes are like what keeps the damn CD thing alive.
Right.
It's
Oh.
more than just some aching glutes, some sore glutes. It's more than that.
Right. Well, I mean, I personally, I kind of maybe it's because I don't go to the handshake events and stuff, but like I like it because, I mean, my girl did make it, of course, and then she's like the center.
Wow,
So
big
maybe
surprise
that's
there.
why. Maybe that's why. But I mean, on the other hand, like because of like the way it was selected, with like the dance and not as many popular members getting in, and like some of the less popular members getting in, like Rikanyan and Haru and Yumi, like they can stand out more because there's only 9 people, right?
It's funny that you say that because I feel like those three that you just named have like the
Mm-hmm.
least exposure. Like when I watched the actual single,
Mhm.
or single the performances.
Yeah. Well, that
Because
was like one of the things I didn't like about the single.
like I can see everybody else, like the other six,
Mhm.
but it's just like Rika. Well, I could kind of see Rika,
Mhm.
but like Haru and like Yumin, like I can hardly see them. And
Well,
like I don't like in
they're
the
in the
dance formation, like when they rotate, they don't seem to like move up in front as like everybody
right.
else.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things I was gonna say, like that I didn't like about like the dance, and like the song in general. I feel like the line distribution is really poor. Like I was saying, how it's very like Pussycat Dolls esque, in the sense that there's like Sayaka in the front, and then everyone else is sort of just around her, and
Yeah.
there's not as much of like that, like dynamic positioning that you see in some of the other single dances. You know, because you kind of get when they like split up the lines, like whoever's singing it will like come to the front, and then like they sort of, and then like sometimes that will be in the back or in the sides, and so that way other people come towards and get like the attention in the center, and then it feels more even like in the other singles. But like with this one, it's more like people were saying it's like, oh, it's like Sayaka and company versus like NMB.
Here's the funny thing, right? I hear people talk about like line distribution or whatever.
Right.
And like, if we were talking about like the old days of like AKB, right? Like Ogoy Diamond, when you could distinctly hear like only two or three people's voices. Okay, like that's great. Like I would understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But with all like the modern 48 group singles, when everybody's just talking or everybody's singing at the same time, and you can't really pick out people's voices unless you're like the biggest nerd of all time, and you had that kind of like luxury, like oh, okay, oh I closed my eyes and I can hear like Kojima Haruno's voice, like so like when people talk about line distribution, I'm like I don't know, I don't really hear like I don't really have a problem with like Must Be Now. Everybody says like it's Saika and like 8 back dancers, but like
Mm.
I don't know. Like I don't feel like I'm like focused on Saika.
Really?
Maybe that's because I'm also a nerd too. But
But I mean, like in terms of like how the PV is shot, the camera, like camera time.
you're talking
I
about
feel
the
like
main
it's
PV.
yes.
Okay, I can see the
Yeah.
main PV, but like who really watches music videos? Like some people are like, oh yeah, it's so biased towards Saika. Like no, like all the other girls won't get popular when people watch music videos on TV, and I'm like, man, no one watches music videos nowadays.
It's like, what is this? The age of MTV, where they just show,
Man, then remember
Total Request Live.
MTV? Like what was it?
Request Live.
Total Request. I almost called it Total Recall. It's
It
something
was
completely different.
TRL.
Yes, and like they would only play like 5 seconds of the music video. I was like,
Yeah. No, it's like 5 seconds of the music video, and then they have people doing shoutouts that like drown out the entire song. God,
yes, and then
Jesus.
okay. Any other comments about Must Be Now? Have you seen the team performances? I think so far N and B2 have done it. B2 did theirs today.
I have not seen them. I'll be honest.
Okay, okay, yeah, because you suck. Um,
I don't have time, Joel.
Shut up. You were just watching Manabu-kun half an hour ago.
I was watching it for the podcast because everyone else watched it but me, and I didn't understand any of it but the English parts.
I think I fell asleep watching it because I was really bored or tired. Okay,
Maybe both.
was anything else about Must Be Now? Musical stylings? I mean, like, I have a big problem with Aika's hair and Aika's outfit.
Oh,
I think I've complained about that many times already.
yeah, she
So
has
I
this sort
won't.
of like weird rockabilly pompadour thing going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Uka's outfit really like a lot. The one with,
Yes,
she
her.
has like the leather pants and like the blue
Yes, her.
geometric shirt.
Yes, her pants are very tight.
Yeah, she looked really good in
Okay.
them.
Yes. Sometimes I wonder how she put those pants on and how she took them off.
With
But I don't wonder.
assistance.
But I don't wonder like vividly. It's just a passing thought. You know.
And then you stop yourself before it gets too disgusting.
Yes.
um,
But you wouldn't stop because you're disgusting. What else is there about Must Be Now? Oh, so one of the big things that is really controversial and that Julia probably doesn't care about because she doesn't go to handshake events is that certain members have had their slots reduced from 90 minutes to 60 minutes.
I don't care.
Shut up. Well, you weren't. Well, you stopped saying things, so you already shut up. But I don't. It's
Can't
like
stand.
some girls are selling out. Some girls still aren't selling out. Like I don't know. This looks to be a really weak selling single. I don't know if it's because of all the drama, the nine people, the handshake slots not being as
It's long.
good. Well, I mean, like it doesn't matter too because it's not like if I mean if they shorten the slots, they should be able to sell them all, right? But they're
Right,
not.
right.
So I don't know what's going on.
Is there like another like group putting out a single at this time? I think there was
Well,
like someone was talking about that.
AKB48's releasing their album in November, which has two shots.
Oh,
Selected two shots, not like the random two shots that
oh,
NMB
okay.
does.
So you can like
And
pick
then
your member and then that you want to take a picture with.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
okay.
then the 42nd AKB single comes out in December. I don't know if they already started selling stuff. They might have.
Hmm.
I don't know, but like yeah. So there. I mean, like it took. I think Saika sold out in like the sixth round. I don't. I wasn't really paying too much attention to handshake sales, but yeah, it's been looking pretty grim lately.
Hmm. And she
So I
usually
don't know.
sells out like earlier, right?
She usually sells out like first, second round.
Hmm. Oh, I wonder what the heck's going on. Come on, brodas, get those sales back up.
You're the worst. You're on a podcast. And we're supposed to be reporting the news, and you're telling people to give you news. Oh God, no. Well, I really like the single. I like the small senbatsu.
Hmm.
It's like because I watched the team performances, and you could totally tell like there's like a drop off in quality when they don't have everybody there doing it.
Oh,
Like I want to say like it's pretty noticeable, but at the same time, you're just like if they chose like the 16 people and they did the dance or whatever,
mm-hmm.
like it would just look like a regular group or
I
like a
see.
regular song. But
Oh,
like
I see.
because they chose the senbatsu like the way they did, to me it looks like a lot cooler, a lot sharper,
Mm-hmm.
and so you kind of tell the difference. But like I don't know if that's good enough.
You mean like for the to make the single more successful, or like
Yeah.
just like the quality of the dance? Like,
No, the as far as single success, like I don't know
mm,
if it was worth it to like drop all those members out of Senbatsu just to
mm.
have like a really cool, sharp looking performance. Like I don't know.
If the trade off was worth it, because then you might
Yeah,
risk like less handshake sales.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, I
But you
can
could tell the
understand.
difference if you watch it. Like you're just like, oh, okay,
Oh
like
yeah,
it
yeah.
kind of that like they're. Mm, I don't know.
It's like I mean, like if you compare this, must be now, dance choreography compared to like Durhee Shonen, where like in Durhee Shonen they're horsing around like half the time.
Yes, and also literally when they get on each other's backs,
Yeah.
and they also got that stinky hand thing.
Yeah, a sticky hand. Oh, yeah. So it's like, but I think that just goes to show, when you have like a different members and like if you have 16 or like 22 people and not all of them can dance very well, and if you try to stick choreography that's too hard for some of them, like then they're gonna stand out more and not in a good way versus
Well,
oh,
it's not like they pull it off like it looks really bad or anything like or
mm-hmm.
like they fall down and stuff. Like they could still do it,
Right,
but it's not as like clean and sharp. And like you
or it's
wouldn't
not.
know that.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't know that if they didn't choose those nine. Like if they just chose like a regular 16 or 20 and they did
But
that dance,
but I
like you
feel
wouldn't
like
be able to tell that it was like, oh, this is super sharp and cool. Like they would
mm,
still do the dance, like and it would be like sloppy in some area. Not like sloppy to the point where like ugh, but like like it would just look like a normal 48 group. Like even if the what I'm saying is like even though the choreography is difficult,
Hmm.
like the girls can still do it. The ones that aren't in Senbatsu, but it doesn't look as good.
Right. Well, like it's you can tell that it looks difficult if for them if they're not as good at dancing. Like I mean, I feel like I can tell sometimes. Like I pay attention to like who hits their angles and who doesn't.
Yeah, you probably get that protractor out.
Oh, this angle, she only hit
Yeah.
it at 75 degrees.
Yo, dude, this is supposed to be obtuse. What's she doing?
Is it
Just
supposed to be?
being all cute up in here.
This angle is obtuse. It's supposed to be acute.
All right. Any other thoughts about Must Be Now that we haven't touched on?
Well, like I was thinking because the sound it seems it's pretty different like from some of the other idol music. Like or some
Yeah.
of the other singles like it's more like some people are saying like it's very K-pop.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would say it's in terms of style it's more K-pop and like dancey and more like mainstream in general. But like I worry that it's like not quite idol-y and so like maybe some of the wodas won't like it. But then it's not like quite mainstreamish enough where that normal people will like it either. I don't know if
Well, I don't
it's.
know, because I was at the supermarket and they were playing that Bokutachi song. But like, they don't
Oh.
play the song; they just play the instrumental.
Oh, okay.
But like, I can go on about shop music in Japan and how terrible it is. Anyway, so ugh, I guess it's a little different. One of the problems that I think some of the WOTA are having is that it's like not a song that you could get hyped to at a concert unless you were like totally into it,
Mm.
right?
Like
Because like
unless
if
you
you
have
look,
buddies around you or something and they're all into it and then.
I mean like with Durian Shonen or like Kitagawa Kenji, right? There's like there's all the yelling and screaming and calls and people doing whatever. Like there's like a lot of audience involvement. Must Be Now is like I don't know like
Like you don't
it,
have as many opportunities to do like the calling and the chants
yeah.
and things.
Or it's not the kind of song where you'd want to do that.
I mean, I don't agree with that because like I was saying, it does seem more K-pop-ish, and then in K-pop they still do that all the time with like the cool songs that are similar in style.
Well, okay, like with K-pop, right? Like
Mhm.
it's not so much about like the fans and them making mixes and calls, right? They just like
Mhm.
watching people and cheering when they do good, which
Mhm.
is kind of different from like idol concerts and stuff, where like doing all these weird calls and chants is like part of the experience, and like they don't there is not none of that or not as much of that in this song.
Mhm. Personally, I don't agree with that, but
Okay, well when I visit LA again in December, we'll play Must Be Now. I want to hear you do some mixes to it.
well, I like in
Exactly.
English because you know that my Japanese is shitty. I can't even do it like to an easier song or like that is
Like
not.
it. What I wish I could do is like I wish I could play the song and be like, okay, like there's like no call. Like how are you gonna do a call here?
Oh,
Or
like
like
when am I gonna say Chosatsu Kawaii?
yeah,
Kawaii.
all that kind of all that garbage that like Woda like that I
We'll
like it
have
too
to see.
sometimes.
We'll have to try it.
Okay. All right, so I think that'll wrap it up for any Must Be Now talk. Let's
Yep.
move on to our next topic, which is the debut of second generation draft Kenkyusei. Have you seen any of them?
Um. No.
Do
I
you
only
know?
watched.
Do you
I
know? Okay, okay. Let's make this easier for you.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Do you know any second generation draft Kenkyusei? Have you been paying any attention to them?
I did some research and I did like pay attention a little bit when the draft was happening. But like since the draft, I'll be honest, I haven't really paid too much attention to them. Like I just watched I just went on YouTube last night. Oh no, not even that. It was this morning and I watched them do Lemon no Toshigoro, It was Hori Shion, Nishinaka Nanami, Shibata Yui, Yuzuha Hongo, and I think Moronaka Yuki was in it too. Oh no, that's five people. Oh, sorry, I think Nanami wasn't in it.
Okay, so oh, you're talking about like the Team M stages, right? When they do the waiting stage, not the waiting stage, whatever that thing.
It's like
Oh,
before they start the
the Zenza girls. Yeah,
Okay,
before they start the M stage.
right, and then they have overture
Okay.
like right after, right? Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I did not watch it, but I did
Okay,
see them do Lemon no Toshigoro.
all right. Congrats. But three girls made their stage debut. So Hori Shion and Shibata Yui made their stage
Team
debuts
M.
with M, and Yasuda Momone made her stage debut with Team B2.
How exciting!
I would ask you what you think of them, but you didn't see it.
I tried. Look, Joe, I put out the Lotus signal last night. I was asking people
Man,
for help,
you're
and
supposed to
it
be
failed.
telling people, man. This is your new job.
I tried. I tried so hard.
I, I, yeah,
I
no,
don't
you
have
didn't.
like DMM and anything like that. I didn't have time to like
I know. I'm just kidding
join
because
the
like this is
stage.
actually really spur of the moment. Like we just started talking about doing this yesterday. So.
I was on my way to work, and then Joe's like, "Hey, you wanna try Takoyaki Party version 2?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure, why not? Let's do it tomorrow." Okay.
It's that mochi cheese. Okay. So let's see. Hori Shion. What does she do? Which unit was she in? Man, I don't even remember. I'm so bad. But like, I think out of the three members, she looked like the most natural, I guess.
Yeah,
But
but I.
there's what's up?
Okay. Oh well, I was gonna say like a reason why she might appear more natural, but you can finish your thought and then I will follow up.
Well, I already forgot it.
Damn it. Okay, well, the reason why she probably looks more natural, and I agree with you, is because she was like in an idol group previously. I think it was called Peaceful in Hokkaido. I don't know if it was like
Yes,
in
she is
Hokkaido.
from Hokkaido.
Yeah, that's in her catchphrase, which I actually really like.
Yes. Also, she says "lock on." That makes me think of like Top Gun and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
one thing I noticed, and also I think I don't know where Yasuda Momone is from, but I know Shibata Yu is from Kanagawa, which is like south of Tokyo.
hmm
So you have Hori Shion who's from Hokkaido, and like Shibata Yu is from like Kanagawa. I don't know, like it kind of feels weird that like there's all these people that aren't from Kansai anymore.
well, some of the other draft members are from Osaka. Like I know Yusuha is from Osaka,
Right,
and I think Nanami is also from Osaka.
right. But then like
The
with
lollies.
with this, like I kind of feel like NMB is like losing like some sort of regional identity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're just having like, oh, yeah, let's just get this girl from halfway across the nation. Oh,
Mm.
okay.
But I mean, if you limit yourself to just like the girls who are from Osaka, then like especially during the draft when you're trying to pick like a good member or a good potential member, is it really a smart move to just pick a girl from Osaka
Well,
versus
I
like
don't.
oh like Shion like she's from Hokkaido, she looks like she's more comfortable on stage, she's good energy, and like oh but we can't pick her because she's from Hokkaido, I feel like that's not.
Well, yeah, but like I'm just saying, it's not more like oh that's her like oh it's her fault or whatever, but like it's kind of like a weakness of the draft that they're like they have
Hmm.
to select these girls that like might not have been motivated to enter the group. Although
Right.
one thing that surprised me is that Shibata Yui said she visited NMB stage 5 years ago and saw Seishin Girls 4 years ago,
Mm.
and she saw Team N Seishin Girls. It's like, oh, that's pretty cool. She's from Kanagawa, which is actually pretty far. So, I'm like, oh yeah, what a nice girl.
What a dedicated girl.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um, well, since you haven't seen them, there's like a lot of awkwardness. So
Oh.
like when Shibata Yui did her intro, like her voice was quivering the
Oh,
entire
you know.
time.
Oh,
I felt so awkward and
no,
bad. I
I
couldn't.
listened to like a recording of her catchphrase, and I noticed that too. Like when when they were doing Lebe no Toshigoro, and then they have that talking part, like
Yeah,
at like the second half, and then like even when she's talking, you can hear her voice quivering, and it sounds a little bit like a goat. 'Cause
it
it's
was
like,
it was really like I was like I hope it like because like when somebody stutters or is like really nervous, usually it's just for like the first few times, but like her entire catchphrase was like that. Like she got better as the stage went on. I think she did her catchphrase again as part of like one of the MCs,
right. She's
but like
well, you
and
said
like
this was a
huh
Shibata Yui, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and then
But she's like Baito. She's like Baito member, so you'd think that she'd be a little bit more comfortable, right?
I think Momoka made fun of her for like having a robot like voice when she did her intro the first time.
It's funny. Well,
Yeah.
maybe that should be her thing, where she talks with a quivering voice all the time.
Oh jeez, I don't know, man. That's like the worst thing to have. Then again, like I'm cheering for that one girl in B2 who is like absolute garbage.
Oh shoot, what's her name? The
I
girl
want to
that.
say Muranaka, but I'm not sure if that's the one.
Oh, yeah, Muranaka Yuki. I think she's the one
Okay.
that left the dance camp, right, when they were training
The what?
before the draft.
Oh
Like
yeah,
she
yeah,
like left the camp before the
yeah,
draft, and
yeah. Oh
but
man,
then she came
she's
back.
gonna be so trashy. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Like what? Like watching her crash and burn.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with me. The one girl we didn't really talk about yet is Yasuda Momone. Well, of course, like the first thing that took me by, I don't want to say it took me by surprise, but she's like 14 or something.
Mhm.
So she's like super young.
Mhm.
And like now I like teach kids that are almost that young. I think they are that young. I'm just like wondering, like, man, this is so weird now. Like that girl could be my student, and like I don't know, it's weird.
Like you working with children has changed your view of idols now.
Yes, especially the younger ones. That's why those two lollies and Team N. I'm just like, no, I'm not even gonna give them a chance. Like, yeah, no, get out of my face.
Were you saying that like how there's a girl who just like sat in your lap?
Dude, she's like 6.
Okay, that's a little yeah. That's more okay because she's 6, I
Yeah, I don't
guess.
know. I still don't know what her problem is, but like, anyway. Anyway, so Yasuda Momo is she's 14. I think she was in Aino Ito, which is the song in Team B2 where they throw in a bunch of members that they don't care about, so I didn't really watch it.
It's
Oh
like the
god.
throwaway song.
Yeah. I hate that. Just
Like, if you
like
do you
what's
hate it
up?
because it's like a disservice to the members that are in that, or
Yeah, like all the other songs I think like really highlight like certain girls and then that's
mm-hmm.
the song in that stage where it's just like, man, I don't care about anybody. Team Emma has a song like that too, which is Ashita no Kisu o Tame ni, which I feel like is a crappy song and like a crappy performance. Um, which I'm trying to remember which unit Hori Shion did. I know Shibata Yui did Gyakuten no Oji-sama. I,
If I knew, I
I
would help you out.
I
But
think Hori Shion did Seifuku Resistance. This is where
that's
you'd
the one
say
that Fu Chen's like
yes,
centering.
yes, yes,
Ah, I knew something. Yes.
yes. Get all right now you here's the bonus question. Who did the original version?
Sayaka? I don't
The,
know.
the original version in Team K. Why would you say Sayaka? That's terrible.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh no, wait. Let me think. Let me think. Uh. Uh.
Okay, you're terrible. No, it was Itano Tomoe who did the original version,
I'm sorry.
right? Because she looks like a little punk.
Right, so she would rebel or resist more.
Yes, in her seifuku, which she doesn't even wear anymore. I don't even know what she wears anymore.
Like hip hop stuff, which is still kind of can be rebellious, right?
But it's not seifuku rebellious. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for those three girls. I believe one of the Team N girls is debuting soon. Very soon.
The team.
I will look that up later. But
Is it
it's
the lolly girl? She's like
I
12.
don't know. I
Is
don't know.
that Nanami?
There's two of them, so I don't know.
Okay. Let's look it up.
Let's not.
Okay.
Let's not say we did, even though we just told people we didn't.
You could just clip it. You just clip it, and you skip to the part where we we pretend
No,
that we
that's
know.
too much work. But it's actually cool to see like the draft members getting involved now. We'll see if they actually pan out. One thing I also found interesting because I went to Request Hour and they did some MCs
Performances.
with the draft members, the second gen, and it was only in the second gen draft like MC that I thought Takei Sada like really stood out, and she's like a first gen draft.
Is that the
So
only time she stood out to you?
I mean, when she debuted, she looked like she was the best out of the four,
Hmm.
and obviously things have changed. So, like one thing is that one girl that's really trashy at dancing. What's her name? Muranaka.
Muranaka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So like they were introducing everybody at the MC, and so there's like Yuppie and Takesada, and Yuppie's like, "Oh, this is Muranaka," and then like Sana would or Takesada would say something about something about each member. And so like Muranaka came out, and Takesada was like, "Yeah, this is Muranaka. She's terrible at dancing." And like, but don't worry because the teacher said that Ruriko is like really terrible at dancing, and now she's the center for Durian Shonen, so like you still have a chance. And I'm like, oh man, this Takesada is like is so good now.
Way
But
to
it was
bring up
only
a
then,
member.
so like I don't know. We'll see if any of the draft members pan out. I guess it's really too early. I'm not the kind of person that's all about new stuff. Like, yay, new shiny girl. I have to like her.
Mm-hmm. Like when do you? How long? Like do you think it'll be until we can get like a better idea of like which ones will pan out and which ones won't?
It takes a while. Like, I still think Nike Kokoro from first gen. Like, I think she still has like a ton of potential that's like unrealized.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like predict Rurika. Like, it took her forever just to get on stage. It took her like a year or something,
Oh,
and now she's like on top of like a lot of things. So.
right. She has like some sort of mahjong show, right?
Well, yeah, and she also centered during Shonen,
Yeah, well that too, obviously.
so it could be a while. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I
Uh,
will try to keep track of them more, but or AKA ask T List what they think.
yeah, because you're a dirty Tanoshi. Why did I do this? Okay, so along with Yasuda Momone's stage debut, let's move on to our third topic. At the same stage that Yasuda Momone appeared on, somebody else appeared at the very end, and
Fujo.
we're all
Appeared.
very, we're all. Man, even if I told you her name, you wouldn't know who it was.
I think I know.
Okay, Kamieta Emika came back from overseas.
She was studying abroad in Spain and Australia, right?
I know, man. That sounds so cool.
And I'm so
It's almost
jealous.
like it's almost like taking like a year or two to like work in Japan or something.
Almost.
Yeah. So Kamiya Emika came back. She announced that she is going to resume her activities. I don't think she'll appear on stage until fifth anniversary, which is in 2 weeks. So I'm going to see her fifth anniversary. Yeah.
Yay! I will not, but I will be there in spirit.
Yeah, your spirit sucks. Um, So she also resumed using like Twitter, 755 and all that. She's been posting like her pictures of like her study abroad, like going to all the famous spots and stuff. And I'm like, man, dude, your
Hmm.
pictures look so cool.
They're so good, and she constantly has someone to like take them for her, so it's not like oh selfies where you can barely see the background.
Yeah,
I'm like loving her tweets though, cause part of them are in English, and I can understand them without using Rikaikun.
I hate you so much.
But I'm studying, Joe. I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, she's back. She said she'd appear for the anniversary. I think that's all. I guess she said, but like she is back. She is the captain of B2. She's not the co-captain.
My bad.
She's the legit captain. I'm very excited for her to come back. I think somebody asked a bunch of people on Ask FM like, oh, who is your ideal like wife or something. I totally forgot about Emichi, and I feel really bad.
It's okay. She back to your number one, and who'd you pick as a wife?
I know she is. She has the best smile, or if not the best, she still has a very good smile.
It
And
is a
like,
really nice smile.
oh man,
You just go Kyun when you see it.
no, not like that. But it's just like, man, I don't know. Like, I really like girls with really nice smiles. That's like my weakness. I don't even know how that makes sense.
Well,
It's
who
like,
doesn't like a nice smile, Joe?
I don't know, angry people.
Who's gonna say, "Oh, I love girls with ugly smiles"?
That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Who's
No.
gonna say that?
Well, I mean, like they could like other things, you know. They don't have to like the smile. That's why you always hear it's like, oh, are you a boobs person or a butt person? Like, oh, I like the smile. Like, man, get out of my face.
So you mean
Jeez.
like the smile is like the number one thing that you
Yeah,
like?
yeah.
Okay. Slightly.
Which is really weird because like a smile is not like something concrete, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess you know like oh whatever. I don't want to get too much into like girls and stuff.
Right.
Actually, I do. That's why I'm talking about NMB48.
We're only talking about girls.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we are.
So
Okay.
So Amichi's back. Her claim to fame was when she was second place, I think, at a Junkin.
Oh shoot! I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why everyone called her Nissan for a while for third
Ah,
anniversary because she
way to
was
rub
second
it in.
place. No, that was like good thing. Not like
Really?
everyone. Like all the because like this is a time. This let me take you back to the old days when P2 was unpopular, and they would cling
Okay.
on to like any success that any of their members had. So like, when Amici got second place, they called her Nissan because it's like, yeah, you got second place. That's really cool. From V2, like, because she's repping V2. And then,
Right. Bringing attention to them.
there's other things like when Muto Kaneko appeared on like some shows, some variety show. I want to say not Arashi, but like anyway, she had to like do that limbo thing, and
Oh.
I think she lost to that other Suda Akari or whatever. But everyone was really proud of her, and then they would all make videos of like in B2 of like trying to imitate her.
Like doing like a really low limbo.
Yeah, and they would all look terrible doing it, but it's like, yeah, B2, whatever. So I'm glad to see Amici back.
And
Like,
I'm glad to see her because everyone else is like really happy about it, so must be a good thing.
like, oh God, Jesus, you're. Oh,
I'm sorry, Joe. Like I've only been into this for like
I
six
know, but it just
months.
sounds so funny. It's like, well, I'm happy too because everyone else is happy. Like, yeah, way to fall for the peer pressure.
Well, I watched like fourth. I think was she in fourth anniversary uh, concert,
Let's
and I
see.
liked her. Right. So I mean, I've seen. It's not like I haven't seen her ever. Just I haven't seen her since because she's been gone, and I only had like DVDs and YouTube videos.
Well, let me find that Gravure video of her and Sayaka, and maybe you'll watch it.
Maybe. As in, of course I will, because Sayaka's in it.
Let me see. I think at the time I was a Sayaka Oshi, and I still
Oh, I
thought
see.
Emichi looked a lot better than her.
So that must have been a while ago then.
Yeah, no, this is right after she won Jonkin or second place, so she got like a pretty big push.
I see. Okay. So that was
Oh,
like what, second? No, I have no idea which Junkin that was.
yeah, I don't
I,
either. I'm trying to remember. I want to say it's no, it's may,
Here,
uh
this is what you can do. We
yeah
can
yeah
say
yeah
all. We
yeah
can
yeah,
say
yeah,
all
yeah.
of
Okay,
them.
it's the one with Junin on it.
Oh, okay. So that was the third one.
It's Suzukake. I remember that because I remember watching the AKB show, and it had Emichi, Jurina, and Kitara Rie like trying to talk about the single title and the thing.
So then it was the third one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. We figured it out, guys. Through
Okay.
logic.
The other thing about Emichi, she likes horses, and no, she doesn't look like a horse. That's kind of mean.
That's super mean.
Yeah, that's Taylor Swift.
Or Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that one. Yeah, that's me. Don't say that.
Yeah.
So that's all for Emichi. Um, Next upcoming event that I'm really excited for is fifth anniversary.
Yay.
I'm
You
kind
guys
of
got your
excited.
tickets, right?
Yeah, but the seats kind of suck. Oh.
But are you seated together? That's the question, because that'll make or break it.
Yes we're seated together. So it's
So then,
me, Andy, Joe, and Lulu, us four. But we're still gonna be pretty far. I don't know if we can see anything.
it's
Yeah.
okay. Just represent the uh, the hype of the international fans in your nosebleeds, in your nosebleed section.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Um, but there's been like a lot of hype for the fifth anniversary. One, it seems like they're not selling well, and one of the reasons why is because they had a resale for the mobile fan club.
Oh,
So that
I
was
don't know what
already
that is,
weird.
but okay.
Okay. So like, there's a lot of groups have fan clubs, and then if you sign up, if you join the fan club, which is like a paid thing, then like you get access to certain things. This is for a lot of groups in Japan.
Mhm.
For like AKB and stuff. Like you'll get some priority to like theater shows if you apply, uh, and some others, and like yeah, and you also get priority for like events and stuff. That's why I signed up for it, just so I had a better chance of winning like theater shows and concerts and stuff.
So it's like a service.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Um,
So they had to
so
resell some of theirs,
well, it's really
and they usually
surprising because
don't.
I don't ever see like resales for like the fan club, but there was. Um, and then I think they're still saying that there are seats remaining for at least the first and the second day. I think the third day is like sold out,
Everyone wants to go to the last day. That's when all the exciting stuff happens.
which is what people are expecting. But like, I think for the first day they already announced like Rika, if she loses enough weight, she's gonna perform Zipper. Either the first or second day, there's like a surprise for Team M. From Team
Okay.
M, so like people are thinking it's gonna be Momoka doing another like Yuri play. There's something about like a band, so I don't know if Team M's gonna have their own band or if NMB is gonna have their own band. Like there's like they've been making like all these hype videos and stuff for like random things they're gonna do. So it's pretty exciting. Like I wish I could go to those other 2 days as well.
My question is, do they include all those things in the DVD?
Um,
All
Depends
those
which
hype things.
DVD. Depends which
Like,
DVD.
like I'd have to get the Blu-ray, right?
Well, okay.
The Blu-ray limit.
Here's the thing with NMB that everybody knows except for you because you suck. Is that sometimes they'll release concerts with the singles, and those are usually like pretty slim. So they'll take out the MCs and anything else that isn't like a performance.
Right.
And then if we're lucky, we'll get like a DVD of the actual concert. So there's that, and then if we're lucky, even luckier, than like 2 years later, they'll come out with a Blu-ray.
2 years later. Oh, jeez. Well, I
Like we,
did notice that. Like, what they take out stuff from the single DVD like concerts. Like, because I watched Fourth Nanny that came with what was it? Don't Look Back, and then
yeah,
like I know that's the one where like Nana announces her graduation, and they don't like have any of that in there.
yeah,
And I was kind of like expecting it, and I was super disappointed. Okay,
yeah, and
but I'll just hope for that.
one of the curious things about fourth anniversary is that they still haven't released it in full on DVD, and it's almost already
Right,
fifth anniversary.
right. God damn it, Yoshimoto.
Anyway, I'm really excited. Yeah,
For that. I was
yeah,
actually expecting Emmy Cheese to come back, like, or hoping she would come back at like Fifth Annie, because I was like, okay, that's because I know.
yeah. You're like, oh, I hope that girl I don't really know comes back.
Well, because I've heard stuff about her, and then it seems like maybe she's becoming like the time for her to return. And then, but then she came back before then, so I'm like wondering, like, oh, is there gonna be an even bigger
Yeah,
announcement
yeah.
at Fifth?
That's what people are scared of because Repo announced her graduation
Right.
at like a Team N show, and
Yeah, and
people are
like not
like,
even. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
people are like, uh, is something bigger coming at the concert? So there is some worry. At the
A
same
storm is
time,
coming.
I'm really excited. I get to see Must Be Now perform live. Man, that's like the only new song. oh, oh, I get to see all the what is it? The song. Hopefully, I get to see the team songs from the last single, Durian Shonen. At least the Team M song, I think, is pretty sick. I also hope that they have some more surprises planned out. They've usually have some pretty sick stuff for the anniversary.
Like shuffles and or like was it they have like different members performing the songs.
Well, like the last, I don't know. I just like the maybe because I went to third anniversary. Although I say that I didn't really like it. Then I watched it on DVD and it's the greatest thing ever. But like, yeah, they'll try some new stuff. Last fourth anniversary for me, the big one was when Team N did their dance remix of Hyakunen Saki Demo.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like that. That was cool.
Or like
So
when
yeah,
Renyan and Umichen did Nandeyan and Idol.
well they did.
I really like that one. That was fourth, right? That's fourth anniversary.
Yeah, I guess. Oh no, I was thinking of something else. Okay, no, I was thinking when Ume did Heart no Doksenken with Milky at
Oh yeah.
request
And
hour.
she
You
like
didn't see it.
no, that's like when and then Milky like she goes and like touches Umichen's chest and she's like, nice.
Yeah.
See, I watched it, Joe.
Wait,
God
wait.
damn
How
it.
did you watch it? I thought that wasn't that
I think I
request
saw a clip
hour?
of it. I saw a
Oh,
clip
okay,
of it.
okay. Okay, okay.
Thank you, Twitter.
Where would you see a clip of it though?
I think like Lulu might have like she was watching
Oh
because she
yeah,
was
yeah,
watching
yeah,
it
yeah.
on
Because they had the
YNN or
live thing on
something.
YNN. Okay, okay.
Yeah, and then
Got
and then she posted a clip. Thank you, Lulu.
it. Okay. I think that's it for like major topics. Last
Mm-hmm.
one is there anything you watched that you found interesting, wanted to share with the group, and recommend that they watch?
Well, on AKB Chome Chome that aired September 22nd, it was like about Mayu going like on a Takarazuka tour with uh, Karaoke Kanako, Karakichi, and then like Kanakichi was like the host. I think
Oh,
like I don't know if you saw that.
I
Temp and
didn't.
subs just subbed it. That's why I watched it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then like Kanakichi's like taking her to these like places related to Takarazuka, which is like that all-female performing troupe.
Yep.
And then I thought she did a really good job. Real natural. And she's like tsukoming people, and they had like Shu and Nagisa like show up.
Yeah, I remember. I remember seeing screenshots of that and Mayu giving like the meanest side eyes.
Well, yeah, because like there was like a they're about to eat these delicious foods,
Uh-huh.
and then right before they're about to dig in, she they have like a food quiz. So then Maya has to answer the question right in order to eat the
Uh-huh.
food. And if she answers it wrong, then the NMB member who's there like so she or Nagisa gets to eat it.
Ah.
And so she's really mad because of that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know
wasn't like
Tekken
much.
subbed it. Man, I've been so out of the subtitling game, working on those good burger subtitles in Japanese.
Subtitling. Welcome to Good Burger.
Yes. Yoshimase.
Yeah. Did you end up using it?
I used I also subtitled it in English. And I just use
Oh, okay.
those. But I still use it, so that's okay.
Okay.
Anything else you watched?
I watched NMB to Manabukun, which is I watched the English episode and I saw you tweeted that the English teacher was terrible.
Nah.
Like everyone looked really bored for majority of the episode. Like honestly, I think if you watch it and you don't really understand Japanese, you can just like skip through most of it to the parts where the members are doing stuff like where they talk to the English speaker and have like a short conversation, or they go over everyone's like answers how they usually do in that show. And yeah, I thought I did really well.
Like
Um,
the one thing that made me mad is when like the guy's like, oh, what kind of work do you do? And then they're like, oh, I am idle or whatever. And the guy's like, oh,
mm-hmm.
if you said I am idle, it means you don't move. And I'm like, there is nobody like I know where like if you ask them what job they do, they say they're idle. They will think that like you're like literally like you're idle, and not like
Right.
an idle singer. And, like stuff like that makes me like super mad.
Yeah.
Like as if
I
we're
mean,
like
like,
stupid people that can't figure out things through context.
yeah. If anything, it's like people would if you said that to somebody, people would just say like, "What do you mean like an idol? Like, do you mean like
Yeah,
a
yeah. Or they would say
religious
that.
idol?"
Yeah, and then the girl would say like, "Oh, I sing," or whatever, or like, yeah,
And then clarify it further. Yeah.
yeah. But the
No one's
guy's
gonna be like,
like,
"Oh, I'm idol.
yeah,
That's my
exactly.
job."
That's why I got super mad at that guy. I'm like, God, ugh, this is why people don't speak in class because they think if
Because
you
then
make the
they don't want to
smallest
be
mistake,
wrong.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna be wrong. I'm wrong all the time.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think it was like people look bored. Like Sayupi had like the blankest look when at one part, and like Haru yawned, but then I think she tried to cover it up by like, "Oh."
Well, the thing is that they might film like 3 or 4 of those episodes like back to
Oh
back to
right,
back. Yeah, so they could get pretty tired.
tired. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that also makes sense. Hmm.
I can also tell when my English lessons are for. Oh man. Anyway, let's not get into that.
Yeah.
Anything else that you watched?
No, that was basically it.
Okay.
Oh, there at the end of that episode though, there's like a pretty good VTR of Nagisa, Shu, and not Shu, Nagisa, Miru, and Chihi doing like slacklining and wakeboarding, and they had
Oh,
like punishments for people who did the
okay.
worst.
Okay.
So I will watch that for sure. That would be my recommendation.
Okay, I didn't really watch anything. I just watched stage shows, so I'm useless there. Although I have been wanting to watch the YNN
Mm.
because when I think about like first of all, like I really like Naru when she's like doing variety. I think she's hilarious.
Hmm.
So there's that. There's also the fact I haven't seen Miru on Variety in like a really long time, it seems. So it's like
Mm.
her, Naru, Murina, and I forgot who the other person is. And I think they're like up to episode 3. I might actually watch it after we're done recording this.
Well, that's okay, Joe. You know, you watch the stages, I'll watch the variety, and then we complement. You know, it's
But you don't
we have both
understand
voices going.
anything. This is
We
terrible.
can't. Yeah, the only problem with that, if we do it that way, is like we can't have a conversation about what happened.
Yeah, we can.
Barely.
Anyway. Anyway, so those are all our 5 topics for today. I think that'll wrap it up. As far as the show, one thing that I want to do is that if you want to be on the show, just let me know, and then you can probably be on the show. Like, I don't care. We could just like, what is it? We could just jive and flow, just talk about random things. That's perfectly cool. Unlike that, the last one when I'm like, yo, you gotta get prepped with all the news. You gotta make sure you know what you're talking about. Nah, man, this time, like, yo, it's all good. Talk about whatever you want. Just let me know if you want to be on the show.
Be as
And,
casual as possible.
and that's it. Like, yeah, that's it. Normally I'd ask for like questions and comments. I never get any, so I'm not gonna ask for them anymore because you never listen.
Give you a taste of your own medicine, guys.
Yeah.
Even
Here's
if you give it to us, we won't listen.
here's my
See
comment.
how it feels.
Here's my comment. Stop sending me. No, it's okay if you have any questions or comments. You can send them to me. Any topics you'd like, or if you want to be on the show. You know, whatever. We're all good now. We're all friends. We're enemies. I would like to have my enemies on the show as well.
Then we can have more conflict and it'll be more exciting.
Yeah. As far as like when we're gonna post some of this stuff, I don't think we have a regular schedule yet because we're still trying to work things out. Things are really hard with the whole time zone difference and whatnot. So, yeah. Once we get a regular schedule figured out, we'll do something with it. We'll let you guys know. You guys can download and talk. You guys can.
We can try to figure out in the next couple weeks.
Yeah. Okay. That'll do it for this Mochi Cheese edition of Takoyaki Party. I am Osaka Joe, and today I was joined by Julia.
Yay!
So hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you guys later.
Thanks for listening.
Okay. Bye bye.